Yep, I know why you're here. You're looking for a very cheap saw that's probably perfect for the beginning woodworker. Well, we got one here. This is the RYOBI 7 1/4 beveling miter saw. If you're looking for a gift for a beginner woodworker or somebody that's younger just getting into the woodworking craft, stick around. I want to show you this. I think it's going to offer you a lot of different pluses, but there's also a couple drawbacks. We'll talk about that here as well. All right, let's take a close look at this saw. Now, if you're a professional, just move along. I got other videos that you can check out. I don't think this is for you unless you're just trying to cut some 2x4 and you need something that's a little bit more portable. But like I mentioned, if you are looking for a cheaper saw, if you're getting into woodworking or you know somebody's getting into woodworking, you don't have a lot of cash to spend, but you need some basic functions that a miter saw comes with, well, I think this is a perfect saw for you. Now, you can adjust this left or right if you wanted to miter a 0 degrees, 15 degree, a 22.5 and 45 degree positive stops going both ways. Now let me state that the positive stops on the saw work phenomenal. They are very, very aggressive. They stop right where they need to stop, and then you just tighten it down once you find the miter that you're looking for. Again, 45 degrees left or right. But what about the blade size? You're only looking at 7 1/4. I mean, really, my hand is bigger than that. I mean, seriously, isn't this a cute little miter saw? No, it's not. It's a freaking miter saw, and it can cut your finger off if you're not careful. I'm not trying to be a downer, but if you're a beginning woodworker or somebody that's never really been around one of these tools before, treat it with the utmost respect. This daily safety briefing has been brought to you by Clint from Tool Reviews. In all honesty, though, this thing has a lot of power. It's only a 9 amp motor, but man, this thing takes off. Not in a bad way, in a good way. You just got to be careful with them. I mean, take a listen to this thing. Now, I lifted up that guard a little bit for you to see that. Please do not do that yourself. But there's no soft start on this. I'm just letting you know it's not bad to the point that it's like jumping or anything. I'm just telling you there's no soft start. Now, to adjust the degrees on your miter, all you got to do is lefty loosey, righty tighty. You push down the little button here and it pops right into place. Again, I already mentioned what the positive stops were, but they work very, very well. Everything was definitely square out of the box, by the way, in case I forgot to mention that. Another nice thing that I really liked about this is that it's all stamped metal. There's no plastic down there, all metal. So definitely happy with that. Not the easiest to see if you are somebody struggling with vision, but definitely not the worst either. I'm happy. Up on top here, you do have your blade stop. So if you want to change your blades out, you know, I like the blade that's in here. It's not the worst I've ever used. It's a 24 teeth. If you want to throw a Diablo in the back, that's fine. Now you have a bevel going one way to the left, and how you do that, you just loosen it up in the back here and then bring it to the left. There is no positive stops on this, so you will have to watch where you are putting your stop. Oh, and you also get your blade wrench right there, and you know, other adjustments if you need it. You also got a dust collector bag that comes with this saw. I will tell you, it's actually not that bad. Doesn't collect everything, but it's a new and improved system here. It's a lot better than the one that I have been using on my other RYOBI saw. It does catch a pretty good amount of dust. I'll show you that here later. You can also adjust your fence simply by adjusting that bolt right there and then sliding it out. You want to slide it back in, just tighten it down, make sure that you get it nice and snug. Now, another thing I will tell you about the saw is that it definitely wants you to subscribe, because if you're not subscribed, well, you miss videos like this, so definitely get subscribed. Now, as for the adjustable fence, you just have a metal face on there. It's not all metal. There's some plastic to it, so just remember that. And they also give you a clamp that'll go on the left or the right-hand side of the saw. If you don't want it on the left, or if it's in your way, you just take it out, pop it out, and then throw it right here on the right-hand side. I actually really do like the clamp itself. It got the rough exterior, so when you bring it down, it just stays there, so you can just tighten that up. And you also have the pin right here, so if you don't want the blade to come up or that armature, you just push that in and you're good to go. And that helps protect, you know, kids from getting in there. Just lock it down. You also have a safety switch right there that you have to push in, and then you pull that trigger back. It actually feels pretty comfortable, no issue there. Now, when it comes to smoothness of the saw, the armature isn't that bad. It's the guard that, even though it works really well, you can sort of hear it. You know, when you're first bringing it down, it kind of clinks and clanks. It doesn't get in the way of anything. I'm just letting you know that you'll probably experience that. Again, that blade starts up immediately. It is pretty powerful. Even for a 9 amp, the thing goes, man. I mean, you're looking at 5,100 RPM on that blade. So yeah, it's going through some wood. And just to let you know, I think I might have messed up a little bit in the beginning with some information. The miter degree actually goes 47 degree each way. Don't judge me. So now it is time to slice and dice. Now, it goes right through that wood. The blade, the 24 teeth, really not that bad. It's carbide tip, but again, you can go out and spend a little bit more on a Diablo blade. This is basically for framing. All in all though, really smooth cuts. So let's do it again. Now, even though it cuts 2x4s perfectly, what you're going to need to know is that this is not a sliding miter saw. So you're going to be limited to what you can cut. 2x4s, smaller pieces of wood. Let's see what it does with this 2x6. So you can see it did not go the entire way through the 2x6. So what you're going to have to do, because there's no slide on this, is basically flip it on the other side. Once you line it up, you shouldn't have an issue. You just cut down through, but I'm just throwing that out there. That is something that I definitely need on my miter saws. So the cutting capacity, just so you know, 2 inch by 4 inch and 4 1/4 inch cross cut capacity. Meaning if you're trying to cut a 4x4 or a 2x4 up on end, well, this is going to happen. And this is why I say it is perfect for the beginner woodworker, somebody that might be doing crafts or something around the house in the garage, somebody who's trying to make a little extra money, or if you're just using it for framing. But that is the limitations of this saw. Now the bevel itself, super easy to do. You just loosen it up, swing it over to the left. You can cut up to 45 degree angles. Let's check that out real quick. And that was real nice like.
Real nice like.
Now I'm trying to watch as I'm cutting down through the wood. I want to make sure I'm getting all the different angles for you. It's a little awkward with the camera there, but I want to make sure that that dust is going where it needs to go. I want to make sure there's no rattling or any movement of the blade, and so far really happy with it. Haven't noticed any chatter in the blade or wobble or anything like that. If you are looking for something that does have a slide, has a little bit larger capacity, you also might want to check out the sliding bevel miter saw. It's a 7 1/4 as well. I use this thing constantly, never had an issue with build quality. But for the DIYers, the crafters, the people that want to do some molding or trim work, you know, this is a really good saw. I've never had any issues with RYOBI miter saws. Again, I use that 7 1/4 sliding constantly, and it does a wonderful job. Now, there are some upgrades to this. The dust collection, you know, is it perfect? No, it's not, but it does a pretty good job. And yeah, now I'm going to have a freaking mess to clean up. But because of the price range and some of the things it allows you to do, I definitely think this is a good buy. I really do like this saw. And again, pretty good power to it. The 9 amp battery, you got the 5,100 RPM. No issues with any wobble in the blade. You know, the construction of it, yeah, there is some plastic to it, but it's not meant for a heavy duty industrial, you know, out on the site saw. I think that you'll be really happy with it if you were starting out, if you are a beginner in the woodworking field, or if you're just a DIYer that needs something cheap and you don't want to burn a hole in your pocket. Now, if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button and the bell notification so you don't miss out on any other tool reviews. Come say hi to us on the Instagram page @ToolReviewZone, and with that, we'll be back with more videos soon.